back for the second period here at Casey Park. I'm Ben Myers for AuburnPub.com. We're watching things live. Got the video up and running for you. Well, no people watching, but that's okay. We don't mind at home. 14:45 left here as we start the second period of play. 2-1, Little Red lead the home Maroons. Goal for Auburn came from Mike Gentile and that drive on the power play back in the first period. Couple for the Little Red, one for Eli Gordon, and one for Scott Hardington. 10 save, and there's another one for Case right here, so he's up to 5 now. Castle with his 5th save right there for the Little Red. He's being dueled with by Mike Courier, who has 10 stops for Auburn so far. Looks like we're going to have interference in here behind the play, so another early penalty to start a period between these two. Auburn actually played a game, their last one out, where there was only one penalty the entire time when they were playing CBA. It came against the Maroons in that 2-1 win they had earlier this week. This time the offending party is Connor McAllister, though, and he'll go to the sin bin for a minute and a half. Power play for Auburn. They scored on their last. 14 minutes to go left in the second period, 2-1. Ithaca leads, and here comes some time wasting here by the Little Red as it's picked off and then dumped in by Wilson Gearhart, stuck in behind Courier, and now here come the Maroons back the other way, led this time by Tarby, who took an early hooking call to start this game. Bounce back and forth, now up the left side for Auburn, 13:30 left. Back out through neutral ice as the Little Red penalty kill tries to take the rest of this off. Change of skater for Ithaca. New one on for Auburn as well. 33 seconds left in the advantage for the Maroons. 13:07 left in the period. 30 seconds left on the power play. 2-1's our score. Ithaca out in front. Near side boards pinned up there. Auburn trying to get something going. Eventually we'll get to Jake Wood back in behind, taking off his stick and moved around by Abdulke, now out in the neutral ice. Tarby tracks it down, but he was being harassed by Griffin, tried to move it across. Now we'll bring it up with Nettie up the left side. 12:43 left in the second. Only 4 seconds left in the power play. Little Red are going to kill this one off. Back at full strength for both sides. Jamie Kelly trying to work it out. He's met and stood up, loses the handle as Gearhart delivered a blow there, but dumped in. We'll get some changes in behind the play for Auburn. 12:24 left. Still 2-1. Shots stand 12-5 in Ithaca's favor. Sling it back around the board to the far side. Eventually collected by Gordon. He hasn't knocked off his stick. Eventually track it down with Farrington in behind. He tries to stuff one in, can't get it through though. Now we'll go back out into neutral ice. Right along the near side boards, eventually going after Lee Gordon on the right side for Ithaca. Has a couple defenders there, including Stebbins. Stebbins and Gordon will go after it for a little while. Eventually get back, knocked back to Woon. Woon loses the handle. We're back on the neutral zone. Foot race for the puck down. It'll be won by Ithaca, and they'll back it behind their own goal. Behind, 11:43 left. A couple of jabs at it in front. Now a melee, and the whistle's going to stop play. 11:39 left in the period. Face-off upcoming in Auburn ice. Puck down, held into the Ithaca zone. Trying to see who's going to eventually emerge with it. Pops up in the air, a couple of gloves go after it. Still nobody in control just yet. 11.5 up. Eventually coming out will be Walzanski. He's put down on the sheet. Ithaca can't clear their zone yet. Another big hit on the far side by the Maroons, but they can't get the handle just yet. Get behind. Couple of sticks jab at it, then eventually ends up in front of Castle, who'll cover. 11:12 left in the period. Nobody able to handle the draw yet. Now Auburn has it. They'll keep it in the zone. Best offensive span here for the Maroons this evening, even though they've only gotten 1 or 2 shots out of it. Swing and a miss on a hit there. Auburn's going to track this one down, though, and get the handle on it with Stebbins in behind. He'll move it along to Gentile on the near side. He can't get there, though, and the Little Red make the interception. Now Auburn has it back the other way, coming through the neutral zone. Backhand pass, bounces off a couple, eventually ends up on Orlando's stick. The leading scorer for Auburn this year with 4 goals and 6 assists coming in. Empty so far. Ithaca defense stands tall, back out in the neutral zone. Try and play it across ice. Eventually will end up with Tarby, and he'll fire it across. Now bring it back this time with Lattimore. Excuse me, that's not Lattimore, that'll be Kehoe. Kehoe can't get the pass connected with Jake Wood. Now we're back out in the neutral zone. Auburn still on the attack, though, much more aggressive in this period than they were in the last. 10-10 left to go, still 2-1 Little Red, though. Move it up the right side, neutral zone still. Can't get a handle on it. Ithaca trying to backhand it up the boards, bounce off a couple of blades, and eventually it'll get back to the Auburn defenders who fire it up the right side. Can't get anything going, though. Auburn defense has it once again. Try and fling it through one more time on the right-hand side. Going to have icing against the Maroons with 9:49 left in the period. Back and forth it goes after bounce off a couple, foot race for it, no icing this time, obscured by the crowd on the near side in the corner. 9.5 left, Auburn emerges with, now he has a shot on Castle, bounces off his chest, still loose. Another chance in front, unable to get it done. And here comes another one, this one's going to be knocked to the side. That time it was Stebbins that got it teed up. Auburn still on the attack, 9:17 left. Haven't been able to get a shot through except for that one on Castle in this little exchange. Eventually spits out, go to the far side, backhand pass, it's into the slot and picked off by defenders. Now we're back onto the neutral ice with Ithaca. Swing and a miss by a couple. Shots are up to 11 now for Auburn as they register that last exchange for the Maroons. Bounce off the back of one of the attackers. Now Auburn will get it back into Ithaca ice, but it's picked off and then knocked out by Estill. Auburn trying to keep something going, can't do it though as they'll lose in the neutral zone. Wooden dumps it in, going to go around the sheet, and now we're going to get a change for Ithaca as Auburn can't police it up, and Ithaca actually cleared the zone for the Maroons. We're back out in the neutral as Zedlitz has it. He'll get the pass off, and now here come Ithaca with a different tactic. Bring it up the right side this time with Gordon. Gordon will lose the handle, go back in behind with Zedlitz again. Trying to get a pass in there, though. Lost the handle. 8:17 left in the period. Still 2-1 Ithaca out in front. Back in behind. Now one in through the slot again, but this one's not going to find any friendly blades and get back out in the neutral zone. 8:06 left to go. Ithaca trying again here. They'll bring it in with Gordon one more time right up the middle. A couple of defenders go head over heels, and it's knocked back out in neutral ice. Ithaca keeping the pressure on this time. Now they have a little bit of a momentum swing here with 7:50 left to go. The great chance in front. It's going to be saved. Still loose. And here comes Auburn back the other way. They're able to clear their zone. Big save there by Courier. Got beat on a similar play back in the first period where he thought he had the save made and eventually popped out and was stuffed in by Ithaca. Shot still at 12 for the Little Red in this period. They haven't got anything all the way through, and now, of course, as we say, Courier's challenge and comes up with a stop. Knock it back out near the blue line with Ithaca in command of the puck right now. They'll take it back in behind, waiting to see if they can get a pass. Was Grippin, who had decided to go back behind goal again. No one couldn't get it all the way through. Eventually Baylor's going to take it. Now we'll go back the other way. Back up to the point with Emerson. Emerson can't get anything going. Get over to Grippin one more time. He'll turn it around and try the left side. Try and get a shot on and does. Still loose. and it's going to slip in, and they're waving it off right away. Wave the goal off right away. Referee was right on top of it. Wave it off right away. Not sure if it was kicked free or what happened on that one, but wave off the goal, so we're still 2-1. 2-1 with 6:57 left in the second period. Neutral zone, waiting to see if anybody can get the handle on it. Eventually it'll slip back to the defenders for Auburn. Stebbins had it for a second, now we're in neutral ice. Gets knocked past him, and now Gearhart goes in pursuit down the right side for Ithaca. Broken up by Stebbins on the defense, far side boards. Still in Auburn ice, can't get it out yet. Eventually along those far side boards, eventually knock it off those boards. A couple of passes will get it up to Auburn on the attack. Get one all the way into Ithaca ice, and they'll bounce off the backboards and come back out before anybody can get a real handle on. 6:20 left in the period. Here comes Ithaca back through the neutral zone. They'll lose it. And Auburn trying to dump back in. Knocks up a couple in the neutral zone. Still back and forth. Now Auburn emerged with, they'll bring it in, head of steam for Gentile, who has the goal for Auburn already. Bounce back in front, and this one's going to get almost into that crease area, but Ithaca's defense is able to stand tall and get it out into neutral ice once again. Flip it forward, here comes a little red. Abdulki leading the way, he'll get a shot, he'll shoot just wide to the right. 5:48 left to go in the second. Still loose, eventually gets all the way to the far side. Orlando's there to try and get it for Auburn. He can't get it though as Abdulki gets the handle, take it back in behind. Couldn't get a wraparound chance there. Stebbins was there on the defense. Knock it back out. This one will be loose in front. Courier will make the save one more time. And we'll get stoppage with 5:32 left in the second period. Shots stand at 15-11 in Ithaca's favor. Score stands 2-1. Also, Little Red's advantage. 5:26 left to go as things are deflected in front. Nothing able to get on frame though. And Little Red just keeping up the intensity in the attack right now. Auburn had it for a little bit. Now Little Red have had it for about the last 2 or 3 minutes. Hand is up in the air. We're going to have a penalty against the Maroons. Interference will be the call, and Mike Foltz is going to go into the box. Face-off will come to Courier's right with 5:12 left. Holtz in the box, a minute and a half for the interference. Ithaca scored on a power play back in the first period as they built that 2-1 lead. Shorthand try here for Auburn though as they keep the pressure on. Gentile had it. Now he's going to have to skate her back on defense as here comes the Little Red. Abdulki leading the way in over the blue line. Auburn able to gather up a loose puck though and fire at the length of the ice. We're going to bleed a little bit of time off this power play. 1:05 left on the PK for the Maroons. 4:44 left in the period for both sides. Bring it through the neutral zone. Left wing is Pfaff. He'll bring it in. Drop it back to the point. Now we'll go to the other point, and this time it'll be Estel. Estel gets a shot through. Courier has it covered. I don't think the referee saw it initially, but he does make the save. That's what just a minor for interference at 9:08 in the second period. 4:31 left in the period. Go near side as Ithaca wins the draw. At the point with Estel, he'll move it in. Try and get a shot from a hard angle there was Ithaca. Now it's a little bit loose in the slot before the defenders are able to move it back out along the boards. Here's Estel at the point again. He'll wind it up and have a go. Hit somebody in front, still loose, kicked into the corner. Move back around. Estel's got it one more time. Go far side with one time try. Was swung on and missed by Abdulki. Back in behind. Abdulki had a steam. He'll bring it along all the way to the near side. Now they'll go back to the point to Estel again. Estel go for the pass and send the shot. And it got through. Saved by Courier. Far side corner. Defenders just trying to kill the time off. 3 seconds left on the power play. Loose in the slot again, but it'll be knocked out by defenders. And we're back at full strength for Auburn. 2-1. Ithaca leads with 3:33 left in the period. Here comes Auburn back the other way. Shot upcoming, going to hit a defender and go back in behind goal. Getting the chance that time was Tarby. And now we're on the near side board. Auburn tries to hold in. Two Maroons trip over each other. Puck's still loose though, and Auburn's going to be able to hold it in. Shot from the top of the slot, going to be saved by Castle and knocked into the far side. I think the referee was going to his whistle there for a second. He decides not to, and here comes the Little Red back the other way. Through the neutral zone, leading the charge will be Woon. He'll go up the right side and go in pursuit of his own loose puck. Fired across. Nobody was there though, and get all the way back on the neutral ice before it's eventually corralled by Estill. Try and move it forward, swing and a miss that time by Griffin, but we're in the Auburn ice once again, bouncing off the glass and into the neutral zone. 2:50 left in the period. Quick period here as Auburn still trails 2-1, and we're going to have an icing call here against Ithaca. So an offensive opportunity for Auburn. 2:45 left in the period, 2-1. Maroons trail Ithaca at Casey Park. I'm Ben Myers for AuburnPub.com, bringing you this one from the side. Packed house tonight for the Maroons as we hit the 2.5-minute mark of the second period. Hit from behind there, no whistle though, as Auburn's able to keep it in the offensive zone for now. Eventually grabbing it up was Orlando, leading scorer for Auburn this year, yet to get a sniff at one tonight. Try and get it out to the near side was Ithaca. Was held in by Gentile though. Couple will be stuck along the near side. Now here's a potential one-on-one developing for Little Red, but knocked away on the defense that time was Gentile helping out with Stebbins. Here comes Ithaca back the other way. Nifty little move by Emerson near the blue line. He can't get anything going though. Now we're in the near side corner. 1:50 left in the period. 2-1 Ithaca. Along the far side, deflected off a couple, back in behind. Stebbins is there for the Maroons. He'll bring it out along the right side now and go through the neutral zone. Couple skaters change for Ithaca, back in behind the play as they get the possession back and now have it into neutral ice. Backhanded in with Gordon. Gordon back in behind, eventually grabbing with Gentile. Now Stebbins will have it as a couple of bodies collide behind the net. Try and get a pass through the middle, unable to connect as a skate instead of a stick. And here comes Ithaca back the other way. We're going to have offside here against the Little Red. Didn't see the referee's hand up there, but that's the call. Offside, so we'll have a face-off coming up in neutral ice. 1:16 left in this second period. Shots stand 19-12 in Auburn's favor. Or excuse me, in Ithaca's favor. 19-12 in Ithaca's favor on shots. 2-1 is the score. Also, Little Red advantage on the scoreboard. 2-on-1 developing for Ithaca here to get the pass across. Shot coming across was Courier, and the rebound was knocked out. Another chance on the rebound there, but Courier came up with his biggest save of the night, kept us a 1-goal game. Get it up over the goal, over the crossbar there, and got all the way to the back. Ithaca's going to keep the pressure on here with 48 seconds left in the period. 2-1 is their lead right now, trying to make it 3. Unable to keep it going. Bounce a couple of bodies off the boards, go back in behind. Ithaca nor Auburn really able to get control. This one's going to hit a defender. It's going to go up off the glass and back into neutral ice. Auburn eventually emerges with it, but Ithaca defenders are there to take it away. Back and forth along the red line, dueling sticks there. Ithaca emerges with it. See if they can get this pass across because they have a man in the slot. Unable to do so. Nice defense there by Auburn. It was Tarby that laid flat on the ice and took it away. 12 seconds left in the period. Back down the length of the ice. It's going to wave off the icing here. 2-1 to score. 6 seconds left in the period. About to come to an end here. 20-12 shots in Ithaca's favor. And that's going to do it for the second period of play. Good wind-up that shot there right at the end from Wood, but it was after the buzzer sounded. So 2-1, and I think we're going to have a misconduct here. Somebody said the magic words right at the end of the period, and we might have just had an ejection in this one as well. I definitely saw a misconduct there against Ithaca, so might have the advantage for Auburn here at the start of the third period. We're going to sort it all out in just a couple minutes. 2-1, Ithaca leads Auburn here at Casey Park. I'm Ben Myers for AuburnPub.com. Be right back with the rest of it, just a little bit.